Lavistro wakes in the underground. Cyber Dragon host seizes the helm. Dive into the madness of virtual realms. Welcome to DragonCast. Fire breathing wide, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. From Gamergate to Goonergate, woke crusaders spew their hate. Lies unfold before our ears. Podcast rage to calm our fears. Reclaim gaming in DragonCast. Fire breathing wide, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast. Worlds clash in endless collision. Gaming news with a fierce precision. With a spark so wild it breaks the norm. In the tempest's eye, a cyber storm. Your analysts face the score. Truth burns with a psychotic roar. Corrupt suits sneer what they despise. DragonCast will open your eyes. Integrity found in DragonCast. Fire breathing metal, screaming loud. Lavistro's here to shake the crowd. Psychotic dragon ready to ignite. Hold on tight, we're taking flight. DragonCast. DragonCast. Of justice cut through the dark. Lavistro's roar ignites the spark. A dragon's heart fiercely defends the gaming world. Our passion ascends. This is DragonCast. DragonCast.
And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? We have Freedom Fighter 76, faithful as always, showing up. We're going to be seeing what's going on. We're live on X now, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. So, yeah. Apparently, you're going to be showcasing 4 games. 3 of them are Doom the Dark Ages, Clair, Obscur, Expedition 33, and South of Midnight. I'm actually looking forward to Doom the Dark Ages, but they said there's a 4th mystery game, and we don't know what that one is yet. So, we're going to watch it as we continue on. So, we're just waiting for the stream to start. I also have a poll in YouTube saying to show what we're to know what you guys are thinking is going to be showing up, what you guys are interested in. I don't know what happened here. Sorry, I'll get the thing back up. Just give me a second. I had to fix something on Twitch. There we go. Yes, the Freedom Fighter 762 was legendary. Don't forget to like the stream, share the stream out. I know we're still waiting, but it's a great time to get people in. See, I haven't really played the Doom games. I think I played Doom 1 and 2. I can't remember very well. But I'm looking forward for Doom Medieval, or as I call it, Doom the Dark Ages. That sounds like it's gonna be fun. There's other Doom titles like Final Doom, Doom 64 more. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of Doom games. Yes. I hope my mic's coming out loud and clear. If it's not, just let me know. GPB 222 over on the Kicks. Welcome, welcome. Hey, GPB 222, if you can hear me right now. I don't seem to be able to put a poll up on Kick, but why don't you tell us what you're looking forward to? The games that are being discussed is Doom the Dark Ages, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, and South of Midnight. Which one are you looking forward to? And do you have any thoughts on the fourth mystery game they're going to be showcasing? I'll tell that to the people on the YouTubes and on the stream. I'm on the Xbox's channel, their 4K showcasing the stream, and they got 5.6K likes and 63 dislikes. Frostfang said, oh, not Frostfang, sorry. I got this thing here. Hold on. Double check the poll still up. Okay, the poll's still up. All right, cool. It was blocking my ability to read the chat. So Freedom Fighter 76 says there's other Doom titles like Final Doom, Doom 64. And speaking of Final Doom and Doom 64, the entire timeline and the whole time, the main character was the same one in the very first Doom title, the same Marine who got court-martialed for rescuing civilians in a firing squad, and the same Marine who literally lost his entire family, his house, and his pet bunny named Daisy. And now after he visited Doom 1 and 2, maybe Final Doom and others, he got that type of PTSD that nearly impossible to treat here, and now he had single-handedly stopped most of the demonic. I have to wait for the rest. Seems like Freedom Fighter's a big Doom fan. Make sure to like and share the stream. And thank you everybody for joining me on this stream. Continue on, he goes, invasions from Phobos to Deimos and to hell itself. Yeah, see, I like the concept of Doom, but it was been a long, like, I recall playing it, but it's been so long ago. And it's not that I didn't like it or anything. I just don't know why I really continued playing the games. But I do think Doom: The Dark Ages from the trailer I saw looks epic. The whole Argent energy effect, the Khan, Makir, and more. Yes. Let's just. Actually, we're gonna put that back down. We'll do it right here. Y'all can read the first chat box of this thing going on. Here we go. And that's what makes Doom legendary. It's literally every single boy and girl's dream. Interesting. All available are available day one with Game Pass. All games support Xbox Play Anywhere and Xbox Cloud Gaming. Why one's play on Xbox Cloud, Xbox Pass, and blah blah blah. Enjoy the show. Peggy 18. Ooh. But Toto-san knows 18. That's the girl with the multiple piercings. Oh boy. Nose rings. See, when I see those things, I try not to judge, but when I see those things, I'm already thinking, okay, should I be worried? The Compulsions game one, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be too into wanting to play it. The Compulsion games is making the South of Midnight. Team Ninja. Woo. I like a lot of Team Ninja games. Can y'all read the subtitles very well?
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world.
Ninja Gaiden?
Ultimately
Is this Ninja Gaiden?
efforts of a soul ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed rain. The abandoned Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
Infiltrated the facility.
Ninja Gaiden?
Commencing mission.
Is this gonna be Ninja Gaiden? Oh my god. Wow. Cool.
No escape.
This looks fire. I'm not gonna lie. This looks pretty cool. Oh, it's Cyber Samurai. I'm not gonna lie. I'd never beat Ninja Gaiden 1. Oh my goodness, this looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun. Looks like they took a move from Black Moon Wukong. Could be wrong though, but I never finished Ninja Gaiden, so.
Ryu Hayabusa.
Awesome.
Whatever your clan is plotting, it ends here.
Yeah, this is Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 4, I believe, I guess. Nice.
Come, Raven.
Back off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
Yep. There's your mystery game, boys and girls.
世界中の町人の皆さん、10年以上大変お待たせしました。最強の忍者となり、容赦なく襲い来る敵に挑むハイスピードアクション忍者ガイデンのナンバリング最新作として忍者ガイデン4を発表させていただきました。本作はプラチナゲームズさんとの協業で開発を進めています。プラチナゲームズさんのアクションゲームというジャンルにおける実績は
Looks like they're using Unreal Engine.
ニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。忍者ガイデン4というタイトルを10年以上の時を超えて新たに皆様にお届けするにあたり、より多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう新たな世界
Yes, it's been about 10 years.
一人の町人ヤクモで冒険するという形で制作することにしました。先ほどご覧いただいた映像の中でリュウハヤブサも登場しておりましたが、彼は今回も
Ryu's coming back?
密接に関わってきます。なぜヤクモと戦うことになったのか、リュウハヤブサが戦う目的は何なのか、本作の物語の中で展開していきます。
任務は必ず成し遂げる。邪魔をするな。
物語は黒龍がもたらした正気の雨によって荒廃した首都東京が舞台となっています。この雨は黒龍がまだ生きている証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧は訪れません。今作の新主人公であり、ハヤブサと対をなす
Oh, so you're playing as a new ninja.
黒龍を倒し、この世界を晴らすため戦いに身を投じます。
これまで忍者ガイデンシリーズで描かれてきたダークでハードな世界観は継承し、そこにさらに危機を感じさせる要素として呪いやより混沌とした景観のデザインを取り入れています。ステージプレイ中
Well, that looks cool.
街が影響を受け、ビルは崩れ、道は歪み、ヤクモをピンチに陥れることでしょう。舞台となる東京はとある出来事によって街全体が崩壊し、魔族やヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状態になっており、環境全体がプレイヤーに牙を向くように感じられるはずです。
Ooh, nice.
前作より立体的に自由度の増した危険に満ちたステージを忍具やシリーズおなじみの体術など忍者アクションを駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。レールアクション、スイングアクションなどのダイナミックで爽快なシチュエーションを多く追加しました。これら以外にも様々なシチュエーションやチャレンジ、隠されたアイテムなどを用意しており、ステージが進むごとに上がっていくテンションにも驚いていただけると思います。
新しい主人公のヤクモは竜ハヤブサに次ぐ新たな町人です。彼にはまだ若さも残っていますが、カラス一門を背負う天才忍者でもあり、忍者外伝シリーズにおける忍者の頂点、竜と肩を並べる次世代の町人たり得る人物としてデザインしています。そんなヤクモの前に立ちふさがるのは、荒れ果てた東京の治安維持組織であり、黒竜の封印を守る竜神島や、現世に蔓延する人ならざる者妖魔、そしてもちろんシリーズおなじみの魔人も登場します。また現時点では公開していませんが、新たなキャラクターやシリーズファンの方に喜んでいただける人物も登場しますので、続報にご期待ください。
従来のシリーズからバトルスピードをさらに加速させ、目にも止まらぬスピードで敵との攻防を繰り広げることができます。さらにヤクモが使える新要素、結節忍術ヌエの型を駆使したダイナミックな攻撃によって、これまでから大きく進化した1対他の戦闘を可能にしました。ヌエの型ではこれまでの忍者外伝にはない広範囲かつ一撃必殺の攻撃となっており、多勢に無勢の状態が長く続く戦況を一気に覆すことができます。もちろん1対1の戦闘における比率付きも健在です。プレイヤー同様、敵もガードや回避をしてくるため、緊張感のあるフェアな戦闘を味わうことができます。敵の動きをしっかりと捉えながら、一瞬の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要です。ヌエの型によって忍者外伝のアクションの味わいにさらなる進化を感じられるかと思います。
特にアクションに関しては手触り、バランス調整など細部にわたり日々議論させていただき、会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています。本作の主人公であるヤクモは竜とは一味違うアクションを有していますが、その中でもしっかりと忍者外伝らしさを感じていただけると思います。例えばカラス、ヌエ、2つの型があるという点がヤクモの大きな特徴ですが、それらが持つ多彩な性能のアクションを用いて敵や状況ごとに使い分ける攻略の深みや、滅却、絶技などを絡めた抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です。
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますので、さまざまな戦闘バリエーションを楽しむことができるようになっています。
Man, these graphics look sick.
ヤクモ、そして竜ハヤブサの双方で飛燕、伊豆直落としなどシリーズおなじみのアクションも駆使しつつ、新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者外伝にご期待ください。
Ooh, was that a kitsune? I didn't see it very well. It came out too fast.
さらに我々プラチナゲームズの特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミック
Hey, Ubisoft, you know, if your Assassin's Creed Shadows game, you need to take notes from Team Ninja. They know what they're doing.
容赦ない敵とのいかなる攻防にもフェアに戦える手触りをヤクモでも目指しています。皆様に進化した忍者外伝を触っていただける日を楽しみにしています。
シリーズファンはもちろんのこと、忍者外伝を初めてプレイする方でも存分に楽しめる作品になっておりますので、ぜひ発売をお待ちください。
長年にわたってプラチナゲームズさんと共にまさに忍者のように潜んで忍者ガイデン4の開発を進めてきましたが、ついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います。2025年秋に本作を皆様にお届けできる
Fall 2025. Frostfang, hello! You just missed an entire Ninja Gaiden 4 trailer.
さて、本日お伝えしたい発表はそれだけではありません。こちらをご覧ください。
Dash Attack is over on developer DirectX 24. But it seems like everybody is loving this in the chat. Saying pretty good start. Some people are asking for the Doom already. Ooh. Nice. Someone goes, what's the hell with all these Japanese games? Because they got the money to do it, because people are buying their games, bro. Nice.
The sun sets on the Dragon Ninja bloodline.
Genshin, go back to hell.
All paths before me are cruel and arduous. Our time has come.
Woo. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black? Really?
忍者ガイデン2のオリジナル版は2008年に Xbox 360で発売
So are they remaking Ninja Gaiden 2? It's a remaster?
皆様にお楽しみいただきます
Oh shit, I might have to play that too.
忍者ガイデン2ブラックでは
I think this is the one I actually...
アンリアルエンジン5を
I think Ninja Gaiden 2 is the one I played.
忍者ガイデン2の
I can't remember.
開発
Oh, they revamped it in
ゲーム
UE5.
ブラックでお楽しみいただけるのはもちろんリュウハヤブさんに加え綾音、もみじ、レイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして登場しますそして本作は本日コンソール PC そして Xbox ゲームパスでこの後すぐに
Console, PC, X... Yeah, we're gonna play it on PC.
忍者ガイデンシリーズを長年応援いただいている皆様はもちろんのこと本日忍者ガイデンを知っていただいた皆様も忍者ガイデン4の発売前にぜひ本作をお楽しみください今年はチーム忍者創立30周年の節目であり本日
Oh, that's nice, Frostfang. Having some chow at Chipotle.
2025年は忍者の年イヤーオブザ忍者となりますぜひ忍者ガイデンシリーズの展開にご注目ください本日はありがとうございました
Well, I can't wait for this game. This looks really promising. That's your mystery game. Oh, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is out now? I'm gonna look that up. I didn't even know they were making Ninja Gaiden 2. Of course, you know they're gonna save the best for last, which is Doom. They want to give you this slop.
Hi, and welcome to Compulsion Games here in Montreal, Canada. At our studio, we care about world building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical noir of contrast to the alternate history of We Happy Few, we draw inspiration from the landscape to shape mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric deep.
People keep saying Forspoken 2, L, like they're falling asleep. DEI, skip, Wookiee soft.
It's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey and growth.
It is really picking up out there. Did you pack everything?
Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do.
As long as you didn't forget the
Flashlights and batteries.
Oh, should we got 5 minutes? Let's go.
Won't be rushed if you didn't.
Look at all those piercings on her.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel!
I already don't like her.
Hazel may start her journey as a typical.
Oh, look, a self-insert. Got the nose rings,
disastrous events will push her
braided
into a
hair.
lovely, magical world where she'll learn who she really is and how to tap into weaving, an ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
The land itself chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality, the grand tapestry. Weavers can see the fabric binding our worlds, connecting people, nature, and echoes of the past.
Keep those hands to yourself.
Hazel can perceive both the mystical strands.
Yeah, a lot of people are putting Z's and Forspoken 2 in the chat still.
Found power, she reweaves these
Seems like chat's not liking this one over on the Xbox.
she encounters.
None by any. So the people in the chat on the Xbox thing is just roasting us. Can we skip this part? Another lesbian game.
My salvation. Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
It ain't every day I hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weavy thing and help me down?
Meeting Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning.
What the hell is that kind of haircut?
A spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff. Her magic abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel
Her face looks ugly as shit. Yeah, her nose is way too big. She's got piercings to the wazoo.
Hazel will master new weaving abilities, using them to traverse the world, conjure objects, and confront adversaries.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as Aints, the manifestations of corruption Hazel encounters.
These Haints trap Hazel in combat until she unravels them, destroying them in the process.
Each Aint has its own unique moveset, strengths, and weaknesses that you'll need to learn and adapt to. For example,
Oh, you're free to like the beard and haircut, but I think the beard and haircut is horrible.
while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats with agile melee abilities to execute powerful combos, jump attacks, and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your magical skills becomes the key to gaining the upper hand in combat. Push, pull, and weave are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during a fight. Timing is everything. Pull distant enemies close to start melee combos, push them back to interrupt and stun their attack. Then press the advantage with follow-up strikes. Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing health boosts and reducing ability cooldowns. If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her abilities. As Hazel progresses in the game, she unlocks new moves and improved abilities, and you'll have to decide which areas to prioritize.
I'm not liking the graphics for one,
Like enhancing area of effect attacks,
and I don't like the character design.
full skills to improve precision and make them feel
I'm not saying because she's black it's woke, but we've seen that many times.
and responsive. Built around
But I'm just not like
strikes and unraveling enemies.
getting wowed here.
You mind if I take a look around? You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
In Hazel's search for her mother, you'll explore multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history. You'll gradually uncover the backstories of these beings, once human or animal, who were transformed by tragedy, their secrets waiting to be discovered. As a weaver, Hazel heals these creatures by collecting fragments of haunted memories. We call these echoes, which reveal each creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
We design each region to reflect the creature that's been doomed to wander it. From the atmospheric environment to unique music themes composed for each one. While not all encounters lead to direct combat, Hazel will need to face mythical creatures in epic confrontation before she can heal them. Our boss encounters and gameplay sequences also reflects the uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic. These encounters feature multiple phases that ramp up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up.
Freedom Fire 76 says graphics are okay, just like characters design, and doesn't look woke. And woke better that sabotage those upcoming games because, like in the last DragonCast, it confirmed that woke SJW politics. And yes, but we gotta remember,
unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel,
I'm pretty sure a lot of them that are playing woke now are trying to hide, like Hypnotic was pointing out, they're gonna hide the wokeness now.
to flooded farmlands.
So I'm not saying this is necessarily woke, but
In our magical south,
you got the piercings at the wazoo.
reclaimed by nature understand
For me though, it's not really appealing to me,
And as Hazel
and that's
tells
okay.
Whisper,
Like, if you like, I'm not trying to be like apologist for this game. I'm trying to be objective and neutral.
History, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The way to the past
I don't recall
central
balls.
themes, which you can see through old abandoned buildings and businesses struggling to survive. As you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here. All those damn haints. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our moody compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation, which allows our team to bring a distinct personality and tone into every prop and character. Because this folklore is
A lot of people in the chat are still reacting negatively to it. Now, like for me, objectively for a game,
to adapt how they look,
it doesn't look like something I'd want to play.
Deep South.
It doesn't look dark enough for me to be a dark game. It looks too cartoonish. I don't like the character's design.
Games, we love to craft around central themes. We're lucky to have talent across all.
Yes, the frame rate doesn't look good either. People are actually noticing that in here. Like, what's with the frame rate drop? 12 FPS.
We're thrilled to announce that the game will launch on
1.1 FPS. Damn. Like, there are some people on the Xbox chat are saying that stuff. Hard pass, DIE, didn't earn it. Rip Colson. So we'll have April 8th. So we'll have to keep an eye on South of Midnight. Don't forget, if you're watching the stream, to vote on the stream. I think Colt was saying she was looking forward to this game. I can't remember. Colt Classic Cage. So we'll see.
Bonjour everyone. We are Sunfall Interactive and welcome to our manor. We are a small studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33.
Yes, exactly.
RPG set in the fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Our grand
I'm not big. I won't lie. I'm not big on 1800s France or much French history. That's why I didn't play Assassin's Creed Unity. I believe it was based on the French Revolution.
Refresh the genre with new features and took place in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first.
Yep, they're gonna say they know Doom's gonna sell, so they're gonna make you wait until the Doom comes in to make you watch the whole thing, so they get those viewer hours.
We felt we had something both challenging and fun.
As Tom and I went back and forth and iterated on game elements, a vision started to come together, and I shared it with an old friend from university.
Guillaume and I are both passionate gamers, and when he described the project, I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision. And we had that.
That looks like it's still Unreal Engine, probably Unreal Engine 4 maybe?
With great emotional depth. Gameplay that innovates on the classics we love. And a world that is completely original, beautiful, and immersive. We founded Sunfall Interactive on these tenets. A group of friends with a shared vision and the drive to make something great.
I was thinking Unity for originally, but the engine looks like Unreal Engine 4. Which for a small team of devs, that's actually...
Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that started with the hook. 67 years ago, a massive slumbering paintress and a monolith appeared with no warning. Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath, but none have ever returned. Our story follows Expedition 33.
Well, that sounds like an interesting concept. And the chat seems to be the chat on the Xbox channel seems to be loving or more welcoming of it.
Yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I'm sorry about Aria.
We wanted our story to feel dark and mature with adult characters.
Yo, this seems like a more darker environment than what the previous South of Midnight was showing. South of Midnight seems too whimsical, too bright for a dark game.
Is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief.
Oh.
And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other and to themselves.
What are we gonna do, huh? Tell me. What are we gonna do?
In a world like this, how does one stay hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These questions are deeply personal to me, and they permeate the story behind the story.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes. Expedition 33.
The characters all have their own motivations and perspectives. Gustave and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them. It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you doing?
Just need your foot. Aha!
He's very, very old and has seen many expeditions come and go. He is a Jest Troll, which are a group of playful beings who view battle as a form of meditation. They're fun and sort of ridiculous. You'll meet Monoko and many other Jest Trolls across the game. And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
They're not showing a lot of gameplay though.
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world. And if you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution.
Okay, you're telling a lot about the story. That's fine, but what's about the, why didn't you talk about the one that was on the far right or far left? I don't know.
In addition to a strong narrative, we had a clear vision.
Okay, the music is fine, but what about gameplay?
Our reactive turn-based system.
Oh, here we go.
Traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love, and adds real-time reaction.
Okay, so it's turn-based.
Which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism. During enemy turns, you can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time. But balancing turn-based with real-time mechanics took a long time to get right. During initial playtests, turn-based players often found the real-time elements too hard. Some of us are still traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways.
I don't usually play turn-based games. But they talked about the combat mechanics, but they're not showing. I want to see more gameplay. Not just walking around.
Is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each character has a unique mechanic. Maëlle switches between stances which can alternately boost defense or power. I personally like to make Maëlle the protector of the group, but I'm pretty much the only one at the studio who plays her that way. Most people play her as a glass cannon with Gustav's complementary skills. The characters can also equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20 unique skills in the skill tree and hundreds of passive effects. They can gain through Lumina.
The character design is nice, I won't lie.
Skills and playstyle to explore.
The textures and stuff.
Can't wait to see how you choose to play.
But I want to see more combat. I want to see more gameplay, not just walking around.
Our story is set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color and texture identity. For example, the Gestural Village is an early area in the game where players can enjoy a fun break.
Greedfall 2 is the upcoming game, yes, but they're not covering it in this. They already covered Ninja Gaiden for
Chaos everywhere.
Ninja Gaiden 4 and Ninja Gaiden 2 Black has the mystery game.
Anyone could fight you at any point. Which
After this, it should be Doom.
The Gestural Village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrals, or forgotten wooden toys in a box, with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in. Same process with the characters. Minoko came in a single concept. I thought of a monkey-like body, white fur with a black and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow! For Eske, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
From the very start of the project, there was one thing that we absolutely wanted to bring back from older JRPGs. A feature we really loved, but is very rare these days. A completely 3D and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map. And it was a real challenge to create, both artistically and technically. And it ended up a lot bigger than we expected. You'll definitely need Eske's help traveling around. Here we go! We're super happy with the result, though, as there's a lot of side paths and entire hidden levels. If you want to fight the toughest bosses of the game, you will have to explore. Good luck.
We've poured our hearts and souls into this game for the past 4 years. That's why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available day one with Xbox Game Pass.
As of right now, 112k viewers are watching right now. 112,638 on the main video for this.
Our world and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Praising, guys, praising. We'll have to keep an eye on it, but I don't know. I'm having mixed views. I'm not feeling like yes, like Ninja Gaiden 4. Yes, I'm feeling that one. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Doom. The Xbox chat is pumped up right now.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever, and the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on id's tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
Nice.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock,
Ooh.
and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat. In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
I like that idea.
And a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again, just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw.
Ooh.
Throw. Parry. Deflect. All from one input. It's contextual. Tons of depth on a single button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
Nice.
And the Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created at id. But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail?
Ooh.
Maybe an electrified gauntlet.
Nice.
Or even a Doom spiked mace. That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom.
See? The illusion of freedom. That's what you want to give gamers. Total freedom.
Button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger.
What the?
That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created. Mean. Ancient. Brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale,
Nice.
and minions of hell with.
I found 2 games I love.
Mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Dash Attack is over on the chat over on the Xbox channel saying Days Volt. Someone called it cringe because they're coping. Oh, this is so cringe. And everyone's else saying like, "We're Eddie Cats, we're so bad. Well, we're so back, completely savage. Let's go." Fantastic.
Under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible. flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
And the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlas, which is a mech. It's
holy shit.
Building. It's powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
Awesome.
These are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of fun. And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages. Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond. And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose. Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources. You control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue.
Nice. I like that.
It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet. And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes.
Yep. First impression, it's more secrets that are found and obtained, the stronger you'll become. This is a reward for exploratory type gamers. Yes.
The story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make, and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages releases...
Oh, perfect. It's coming out in May.
cannot move.
Well, that's all the games coming out. What y'all guys think?
You will feel like the super weapon in the center of a medieval war.
I'm liking Ninja Gaiden 4 and Doom, the Dark Ages. What are y'all guys thinking about?
The combat system is built around chaining attacks and unraveling enemies.
Our reactive turn-based system has real-time
I'm kind of feeling meh on this one, mixed.
and dynamism.
Definitely like this game.
皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただけるよう楽しみにしています。
I'm just not feeling South of Midnight. Even if she was a white character or a male character, the art style, the direction, and the concept of the battle gameplay, I'm not really liking. Expedition, mixed. I do like the storyline. I do like the aesthetic feel. They didn't show for me a lot of gameplay to be like, okay, I want to play this game, and I usually don't play turn-based games too much. Ninja Gaiden 4 is probably going to be extremely difficult, but I think I'm going to try it. Looking forward to that. But Doom the Dark Ages, definitely looking forward to. Definitely going to try to get the game and stream it. So I would say the developers cut. I'm gonna pause this here so they don't kick me out. I would say that for doing the for Xbox Developers Direct, I'd give it about a 2.5 out of 5 rating. You got two solid hitters. They start off strong with Ninja Gaiden 4. They did the bonus game right up front. Yeah, Self-Made is an SBI game, and they made sure not to show those DIE elements in there, but they do hint it when they're talking. Doom the Dark Ages is another. They end with a strong, a strong one, that because they know that's the one people are going to want to watch. People are looking forward to, because if they put Doom the Dark Ages right up front, people are going to be like, okay, I saw it, I'm done. If they put it if they put it in the other slot, as soon as Doom is done, most of these people will leave. They want the viewership ratings. That's what they want. They want the views. If they started South of Midnight right out the bat, people were like, okay, I'm going to wait till this is over. You notice how they use South of Midnight as the third game in the lineup. All right. Expedition 33. Like that. I'm still mixed on Expedition 33. So I think where they put it in the slot is okay. So yeah, having the Ninja Gaiden 4 being the lead, saying, well, you should have came in the beginning to watch the thing, right? You came in the beginning, and then you would have watched the mystery game, because a lot of people were asking, have they showed the mystery game yet? Have they showed a mystery game yet? They showed that in the first. So it makes sense they would put South of Midnight right before Doom the Dark Ages, because that's the one that's going to kick all. Well, correction. Ninja Gaiden 4 might be able to go toe to toe with Doom. Both of them are really good games. They have what's the right word? They have a history, but the other two in the middle were kind of weak. Like, South of Midnight, I don't know why they put it in there. A lot of people were roasting when it came out. A lot of people in the chat for the Xbox channel was roasting it. Expedition, people were interested in the beginning, and then it started fading off. In the chat, the interest was fading out. So I'm trying to be fair. I'm really trying to be fair. I just like even if I didn't know South of Midnight was a SBI game, Sweet Baby Inc. game. It's like I don't know what's with these people trying to do the whole piercings all over the place. Like I don't like seeing, even with the dude, I don't like seeing characters with piercings all through their ears like that, or basically a baby pin or sewing needles shoved through their ear. I don't find that cool or attractive. I actually wince when I see that. Like you're trying to see this person's edgy, right? And the way she treats her parents wasn't like, you know, they said that there's a hurricane coming, right? In that trailer, they said there's a hurricane coming. And then she just storms out in the hurricane. She blames her mom who works at the shelter, and now she storms out in the hurricane. I'm already, just by that, if that was the first cutscene, I'm already not liking that character. Piercings or not. White, black, Mexican, Jew, or pink with purple tomatoes, whatever. That's the one I'm like, what? That's going to be your cream of the crop. Like, surely there's going to be like more games coming out. Like, there's going to be a lot of games coming out. I'm assuming for Xbox. I'm assuming. I'm not trying to be an apologist here or anything. I'm just saying I'm assuming Xbox gets more games coming along, and your cream of the crop, the ones you want to show for your developers direct, is two are understandable. One is a what the hell? Like, I'm trying to be nice here. So it's like with a diversity game. Like, oh, we gotta put that diversity in there, but don't tell. It's basically saying, tell me you're still doing DEI initiatives without telling me you're doing DEI. And a lot of gamers are seeing the same thing. And I'm trying to be fair here, all right? Because we've been given so much DEI slop, so much SBI slop, that when we see a character who's not white and female in the game, we automatically think DEI. And to prove that, when they showed Expedition 3, people were liking the game, but once they started seeing the female characters, they're like, DEI. In fact, one of the characters in the game looked Asian with short hair, and the writer of the game is Asian and short hair. Nothing wrong with Asians. I married an Asian once. You know, I have a son with an Asian. But it's when I see something that looks, or the character looks uncanny as one of the members of the development team, I'm starting to have red flags. Right? You can't tell me you have some bigger titles coming out that you couldn't put in developer direct. You couldn't showcase anything better. So Freedom Bar says, dude, why are they roasting this game? What did it do to it? I think I just answered that question. If you're talking about South of Midnight, you see a black person, you see someone who's not white in there, and you're automatically going to think DEI. Since the fact that SBI supposedly, this is what I heard, and Frostfang confirmed it, but I'm going to say supposedly, allegedly, SBI worked on South of Midnight. You already know it's going to have wokeness in it, so people are already like toxic. Like, SBI is so toxic right now. That's why they're hiding the games they work with. They're hiding that fact as much as possible because it's so toxic. A lot of Hypnotic pointed out that the woke non-binary Kunari in Dragon Age of Elgard They didn't show up until it was too late to turn in the game. All right. So they're trying to hide that DIE stuff until after you can no longer refund the game, because then they don't have to get their money back, right? So we're probably seeing that, because notice how they didn't mention, like, I remember watching, wasn't Developer Direct, was there another one where they were talking about how she's a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, and she's facing all this overwhelming adversity and all that stuff. Yes, that's why I'm mixed on it. Like South of Midnight, I don't like the art style. Now, if you like the art style, that's fine. But nothing in that game attracted me as something like, I want to play this game. It's just not my kind of game. Now, that's just being objective. That's not saying, oh, it's FBI and you don't like it. No, like, I don't like, I like that art style when it fits the game. They say we're trying to make a dark Southern game. It was too whimsical to be dark. Expedition 33, I did say I like the aesthetics. It was dark. It was, the character design looked awesome as well. I won't lie. But I'm not big onto turn-based games. I'm trying to be fair, but I'm not big on turn-based games. I don't like turn-based games too much. I did play Final Fantasy and stuff, but those were one of the few games I played. I didn't play a lot of Final Fantasy games. I played Final Fantasy VII when it first came out. I haven't played the remakes, like Rebirth, for example. I don't play a lot of turn-based. Pokemon's one, but like I said, I don't play a lot of turn-based. I like real-time combat. But towards the end, I'm just telling you what the chat was doing. I should probably show the chat in there, but a lot of people in the chat were saying were roasting South of Midnight, and they were like supporting Expedition 33 in the beginning, and then towards the end they were like, okay, we don't want this game no more. Like they were like lame, and that happens. People were excited for Ninja Gaiden 4 and Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. So I'm repeating myself here. So it's my criticism is that you had two giants, two behemoths, Ninja Gaiden, Team Ninja, and id Games, id Software, right? They've been known for some real banger titles for decades, and you're putting them in with Expedition 3 and Stuff Midnight. Now, if this was Black Myth Wukong, I'd say, yeah, that would fit in here. But we already know they're having problems getting Black Myth Wukong into Xbox for some reason. But Black Myth Wukong is a AAA game. I'm sorry, AA game that sold over 10 million copies when it came out. People are hungry for that game. That game deserves to be on this list. Like if they had it ready. Expedition 33 doesn't strike me as a game that's going to go toe to toe with Doom, the Dark Ages, and Ninja Gaiden 4. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a game that I could be wrong. I'm not going to lie. I could be wrong. But it doesn't strike me as a game that's going to land on its feet the way these two behemoths will. And South of Midnight, definitely not. Like, here's what I recommend. You should have kept Ninja Gaiden Black. Keep Doom the Dark Ages, Ninja Gaiden Black. Don't make them surprises. Sadly, unfortunately, you're gonna have to because of release dates, right? But if you could put Ninja Gaiden 4 and Doom the Dark Ages as the last two. If you had to show Expedition 3 because you had nothing better to show, do Expedition 33. South of Midnight should have been the bonus hidden game. You can get that one right out of the way and keep the momentum up. Now the way they did, they keep it up and they go down and they go back up again, right? For the excitement of the audience. So I'm that's the thing I'm critical of on this on this thing. That's the only thing I'm critical of. I just like trying to ignore DIE and all that stuff. I'm mixed about Expedition 33. I'd have to wait for more info because first off, I don't recall reading or hearing too much about Expedition 33. And South of Midnight, I'm not feeling it. I mean, first off, it's not to judge book by its cover, but we've seen what happens when you have a team of nothing but female devs. We've seen what happens. And not to say that all females are like that, because Ninja Gaiden has female devs in it, and as well as Dune the Dark Ages, but it's mostly male. Expedition 3 has a female writer, and it looks like they have a self-insert, but it could be a good game. It could be a good game. It looked good in the beginning, but then I started losing interest. So I'm mixed. It could just be that I'm a Doom and Doom fan. I like the concept of Doom's games and Ninja Gaiden 4. Who knows? But no, I'm going to say this is. I don't know. What do y'all think? What games are y'all looking forward to? Let's see what the votes are like. Let's just change it because I got my cool, but some people are saying like there's even mix in the chat. So it's like wins L's. So who knows? I try to be fair. Let's see. With 4 votes in the chat, Dune the Dark Ages was the game the chat my chat is looking forward to is Dune the Dark Ages. 100%. So, and to be fair, I've never really liked tricky games. So, okay, yeah, I gotta head out. We'll probably I'm probably gonna do well, we're gonna still do the Kingdom Come Deliverance tonight, but I'm probably gonna do DragonCast. I'm thinking either Saturday evenings or Sunday evenings. And I'm looking at talking about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And the whole controversy there. And probably talk about some upcoming games that Niche Gamer presented in their articles, stuff like that. I will also be adding a section for DragonCast for reactionary videos. It has to be based on games or someone talking about things in the gaming industry. I will not talk about movies. I will not talk about pop culture unless it's like people who covered, or like for example, when Melanie Mac started attacking games, I will talk about that. But I've already done Gamergate, so we're not doing Gamergate. If there's a game coming out, or Ubisoft says something stupid, or you just want me to cover this because it's based on games, and it's a video about it, post it in you'll see the DragonCast reactions, and I'll look at those and see which was I'll do. But this is the rare thing where DragonCast was 3 times a week. It's going to be once a week originally, so usually on the weekends. That's about it. I don't have a credit scene set up because it's been a crazy week. But I want to say thank you all for coming, and hope you all enjoyed the show. Okay, and hope to see y'all. Keep an eye out for Saturday or Sunday. All right. That being said, happy Cesar. Hey, we're shutting down the channel. I'm sorry, dude. We just got done with the developer direct. We're shutting it down. The replay will be available. This is the rare chance where we did more than once a week for DragonCast, but we will have another DragonCast this weekend. so keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be in the evenings. But like I said, other than that, happy gaming, everybody, and good night, or have a good afternoon, I should say. See y'all.